Benny Andersson, one of the creative forces behind ABBA, helped shape some of the most recognizable pop music in history. Alongside his bandmates Benny Andersson, Björn Ulvaeus, Agnetha Fältskog, and Annie Frid Lyngstad, he created a sound that still defines pop culture decades later. Yet behind the glittering stage lights and global fame, his journey was shaped by personal struggles, changing relationships, and intense creative pressure. This story follows his path from a musically curious child in Stockholm to an international icon, and how ABBA's rise transformed all their lives. It also reflects on the emotional weight of fame, the group's eventual separation, and Benny's quieter life afterward, where he chose privacy over publicity while continuing to create music that endures across generations. Early life and musical foundations in Stockholm. Benny Andersson was born in Stockholm in 1946 and grew up in a family where music was part of everyday life. His father and grandfather both played the accordion, introducing him early to Swedish folk traditions and melodic storytelling. As a child, he received his first accordion at around 6 years old, which became the starting point of his musical journey. He quickly absorbed a wide range of influences, from traditional Swedish tunes to early rock and roll records. Artists like Elvis Presley shaped his curiosity for modern music, while local folk styles gave him a strong melodic foundation. By the time he was a teenager, he had already developed an instinct for harmony and rhythm. This early exposure built the base for what would later become his signature style, emotionally rich melodies combined with structured pop craftsmanship that would define ABBA's global success. Teenage ambition and first steps into performing as a teenager, Benny Andersson began moving beyond informal playing and into public performance. He learned piano and started performing at youth clubs and local venues, often preferring music over formal schooling. His early independence allowed him to experiment with different styles and develop confidence as a performer. During this period, he joined early local groups where he played keyboard and began exploring songwriting for the first time. His growing interest in composition set him apart from many of his peers, as he was not just performing music but also building it. These formative years were essential in shaping his ability to blend melody with structure. By his mid-teens, he was already active in Sweden's evolving pop scene, laying the groundwork for a professional career that would soon take off in unexpected ways. The Hep Stars and rising fame in Sweden. Benny's career took a major leap when he joined the Swedish pop group the Hep Stars in the mid-1960s. The band quickly became one of Sweden's most popular acts, often compared to British and American chart groups of the era. Initially performing covers, they soon began recording original songs, many of which were influenced or written by Benny himself. His talent for melody became increasingly clear, helping the band achieve multiple hits and a strong teenage fan base. He was no longer just a musician in the background but a central creative force. The success of the Hep Stars gave him experience in recording studios, touring, and the demands of the music industry. It also introduced him to the realities of fame, including pressure, expectations, and the need to constantly produce new material for a rapidly growing audience. Meeting Björn and the creative partnership that changed everything. A defining moment in Benny's life came when he met Björn Ulvaeus in 1966. The two musicians quickly discovered a shared approach to songwriting, combining Benny's melodic instincts with Björn's lyrical structure. Their collaboration became the foundation of ABBA's future success. Together, they began writing songs not only for their own projects but also for other Swedish artists, steadily building a reputation as a powerful songwriting duo. Their early work showed an ability to craft simple yet emotionally engaging pop music. This partnership was not just professional but deeply creative, with each pushing the other towards stronger musical ideas. Over time, their songwriting evolved into a refined system of melody-first composition, which would later become one of ABBA's defining strengths. Their collaboration marked the beginning of a new era in Swedish pop music. The two couples and the forming of a unique quartet. As Benny and Björn's partnership developed, their personal lives became closely connected with two singers who would complete ABBA's formation. Benny began a relationship with Annie Frid Lyngstad, while Björn became involved with Agnetha Fältskog. These relationships naturally led to musical collaboration, as both women were already established vocalists in Sweden. The four began working together on recording sessions, discovering that their combined voices created a unique sound blend. This balance of male songwriting and female vocal delivery became central to their identity. What started as informal collaborations soon evolved into a structured group dynamic. Their personal and professional lives were deeply intertwined, which added both creative energy and emotional complexity. This period laid the emotional and artistic foundation for what would soon become one of the most successful pop groups in history. Early experiments and the rise of a new Swedish pop sound. Before ABBA officially formed, the four musicians experimented with recording and performing together under various names and projects. They appeared on stage in informal performances and worked on early recordings that blended pop, folk, and cabaret influences. These sessions allowed them to test harmonies, arrangements, and songwriting approaches. The chemistry between the members became increasingly clear, especially in the vocal interplay between Agnetha and Anni Frid. Their early singles gained attention in Sweden, showing potential for broader success. During this time, Benny and Björn refined their songwriting process, focusing on strong choruses and emotionally direct lyrics. The group was still developing its identity, but the foundation of a distinctive pop sound was already in place. These early experiments would soon evolve into a fully formed musical act with international ambitions. The birth of ABBA and a new identity in pop music, the group eventually adopted the name ABBA, formed from the first letters of each member's name: Agnetha, Björn, Benny, and Anni Frid. The name was simple, memorable, and reflected their equal contribution. Early on, they participated in Swedish music competitions, gradually gaining recognition beyond their home country. Their performances combined polished production with strong vocal harmonies, setting them apart from many contemporary acts. The group's visual identity also began to develop, including their distinctive styling and coordinated stage presence. This period marked a shift from experimentation to professional branding. ABBA was no longer just a collaboration, but a fully formed pop group with international ambitions. Their sound, built on melodic clarity and emotional storytelling, began to attract attention outside Sweden, setting the stage for their global breakthrough. Eurovision victory and the global breakthrough with Waterloo. In 1974, ABBA achieved international fame after winning the Eurovision Song Contest with the song Waterloo. This performance marked a turning point in their career, introducing them to audiences across Europe and beyond. The song's upbeat glam rock style and energetic delivery made it stand out from previous entries. The victory gave them instant visibility and opened doors to global markets. Waterloo quickly became a chart hit in multiple countries and established ABBA as more than a regional act. It also demonstrated Benny and Björn's ability to craft songs with universal appeal. Following Eurovision, the group began touring more widely and releasing singles that built on their new success. This moment is widely considered the official beginning of ABBA's international dominance in pop music, global success, and the era of Dancing Queen. By the mid-1970s, ABBA had become one of the world's biggest pop acts. Hits like SOS, Mamma Mia, and Fernando cemented their popularity across Europe, Australia, and beyond. The release of the album Arrival included one of their most iconic songs, Dancing Queen, which became a global anthem. Its combination of emotional depth and danceable rhythm showcased Benny's mastery of melody and arrangement. The group's music reached audiences in the United States, although success there developed more gradually. Their popularity was supported by television appearances, international tours, and strong radio play. During this time, ABBA became a cultural phenomenon, with their music defining an era of pop sound. The group's ability to balance commercial appeal with artistic quality made them one of the most influential acts of the decade. Touring, challenges, and ABBA the Movie era. As ABBA's fame grew, so did the demands of touring and public performance. Their international tours brought them to large audiences, including a major and highly demanding tour of Australia. This period was both successful and exhausting, as the group dealt with intense schedules and media attention. These experiences were later documented in ABBA the Movie, which captured the scale of their popularity and the pressures behind the scenes. Despite their success, the constant travel and performance demands created strain within the group. Personal relationships also became more complicated, especially as marriages within the group began to change. This era highlighted the contrast between ABBA's glamorous public image and the emotional challenges faced privately by its members. Later years, musical evolution, and ABBA's lasting legacy. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, ABBA continued releasing successful albums, including Voulez-Vous, which reflected a more disco-influenced sound. However, Internal changes and shifting personal lives gradually led the group toward inactivity. Eventually, ABBA stopped recording together, choosing to pursue separate lives and projects. Benny Andersson continued his work in music, focusing on composition and later theatrical productions. Despite their separation, the group's legacy only grew stronger over time. Their songs remained popular across generations, influencing countless artists and appearing in films, musicals, and cultural events worldwide. The emotional depth and precision of their songwriting ensured that their music remained timeless. Life after ABBA, personal reflection, and continued musical creation. After ABBA stepped back from active recording and touring, Benny Andersson gradually shifted away from global pop stardom into a quieter but still highly creative musical life. Rather than pursuing fame as a solo pop artist, he focused on composition, orchestral work, and Swedish language projects that allowed him to explore music in deeper and more structured forms. One of his most significant later contributions was his work in musical theater, including collaborations that showcased his talent for storytelling through melody rather than chart-driven singles. Even without ABBA's constant presence, his influence remained visible in popular culture, as their songs continued to be rediscovered by new audiences through films, stage productions, and tribute performances. At the same time, he maintained a relatively private personal life, choosing to let his work speak for itself rather than returning to the intense spotlight of global pop fame. Occasional reunions with his former bandmates reminded the world of their shared chemistry, but his main focus remained on composition and musical craftsmanship. This later phase of his life highlights a transition from global pop icon to respected composer, showing that his artistic identity extended far beyond ABBA's most famous years, rooted in a lifelong commitment to music rather than celebrity. Conclusion: Benny Andersson's quiet legacy and ABBA's enduring presence. Today, Benny Andersson is regarded as one of the most influential composers in modern pop music. His work with ABBA created a catalog of songs that continue to resonate globally. While the group's story included fame, pressure, and personal challenges, it also produced a legacy of creativity and collaboration that remains unmatched. Each member contributed uniquely to their success, but Benny's role in shaping the musical foundation was especially significant. In later life, he chose a more private path, focusing on music without the intensity of global fame. ABBA's influence continues through re-releases, tributes, and renewed interest from new generations. Their story is not only about success but also about endurance, artistic chemistry, and the lasting power of melody. Top of form, bottom of form.